So it's officially 2021, guys. So that whole thing will be added. I track everything on one of my Square accounts. You can just go in, find the item, scan it. Hi guys, welcome to my vlogs again. It's been a little while since I've last vlogged. I was taking a little break to figure out what I wanted to do with my YouTube channel, and I decided to continue my vlogs for now and see how those go. So they're probably going to be bi-weekly vlogs, if anything. But it is January 22nd. So it's officially 2021, guys. I hope you all are having a wonderful new year, beginning of the year. I know COVID is still rampant, but hopefully everybody is keeping safe and healthy and doing okay. So a little update on a few things. I've been doing more like how-to YouTube videos, and I do have a new lighting that I wanted to show you guys. So if you guys have seen my last video, I have this new blue like highlight in the background and then some lighting in the front. So my lighting is actually pretty cheap. I got parts and bits of it here and there throughout the years for various weird reasons. And one of the things I do is I have this contraption here, and it usually you can connect an iPhone to it. Usually I use this for traditional art. If I want to shoot my process videos, I will put my iPhone in here and I can hang it. It's adjustable, and I'll put a link in the description below to the Amazon listing. But I also use this for one of my clamp lights. This is kind of like a selfie light that I use. I can use it to clamp onto my phone. So if my phone is like right here, I'll clamp it onto my phone, and it has 3 settings. So it gets pretty bright, and as you can see, it's good like as a like face light too. So I either put it on my phone like this to show off my art when I'm drawing it so my art doesn't look too dark, or I clamp it on like this onto the side, and it can be adjusted to any position for my front lights. So that's one of the lights I use for my streaming and my YouTube. The other light is actually what I'm using right now that's attached to my phone. So this is the second light that I use. There is an on-off button, and then there's also adjustable brightnesses. So this is the light I usually use on my vlogs. It attaches right to my camera setup, and I'll put a link in the description below as well. So I'll have this light over here, and I'll have this light on the other side. So I have 2 lights going, and that seems to do a pretty decent job, and they're really definitely not expensive, and they work well for what I'm doing right now. So that's how I light up my face. And then the back light, I'll show you right now. So the light in the back, I put just on the sofa sectional in the back of my stream or chair or desk. And it just looks like this. It's a strip of kind of light, and you can cut it to size. So if you cut on these little strip lines, they won't have issues. So you can adjust it to however long you need, and it has a nice remote control. So I think I plugged in the actual like sensor device over there, so you can adjust the color of it. I think that's pretty cool, and it'll show you the color variations on here. So they have some greens, they have some blues and purples, reds, and all that. I like the blues. That's what I use, or I use this one. That one. Yeah, so it's kind of like a pretty addition in the background for if you want something like that. Another thing I got for myself and my pop-up booth, if you are curious about my pop-up booth, I'll put like a link in the little exclamation point in the top. It goes through a quick run of me setting up that booth space. but I'm updating it, and I got my logo printed. This is from an Etsy seller. I'll put their link in the description below as well, but it turned out really cool. The letters are popping out. It's made of wood, and they painted it to the colors I wanted, and I just gave them a PDF of my logo that I wanted made, and this is how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. It has a little hanger in the back, so I can hang it at my booth space as well. I'm actually in the process of adding a few new things to my pop-up, which is why I have the new logo. Let me show you what that kind of looks like. This is the thing I'm adding to my booth. It's replacing my current greeting card section. So I actually have a few new products and a few old products that I just wanted to add. I have my notepads that are going to be added there. I'm going to put my plushies over here, and I still have some of these left over. These are also on my shop. They're like pillows. They were printed on fabric, and I sewed them at home. And they weren't selling too well, so I only have like 5 left after all that, and it took a while to sell. And I have these handmade masks that I sewed myself. I thought that would be great for people who still needed them. And this is a new product that I was trying out. It is basically a pocket mirror, and that's like the front, and then you can see there's a mirror in the back. And I only have 4 designs. It's basically the same as my buttons on the store. These are not out yet, but I wanted to put them in the pop-up in case people like pocket mirrors. So this is my favorite. Fueled by ramen. I'm planning to move a few things around to give myself more breathing room. The cards will go up here. This is a great acrylic display that is from Clear Displays, which there's going to be a bunch of links below basically of all these things. They also have something like this, and this is their 2-tier display. I think this will be big enough for all my cards that I have available over there. And these displays are, I think, from Amazon. You can also find them from Clear Displays as well. I have 3 of them that I'm going to be using. It's going to hold the boba plushies, the dog plushies, and then the sushi plushies. I'm removing them from the space they're currently at, because where they're currently at, I'm going to put the notebooks and the notepads. So just a few things moving around. I'll probably update you guys when I go over there. So that whole thing will be added, and I do need to take it with me probably Monday. So within 3 days, put it in my car and drive it over and set it up. So I got all my things here ready to go for the restock / redo of my booth, and I managed to get everything in one trip. So I have my suitcase and then my little cart. So here's everything all set up at the booth location. As you can see down here, I've added the notepads, an art book, and the notebooks are much more clear, and I have extras on the side. And I got these cute 3 new birds as added cute detail. The main part that changed is the left side over here. As you can see, the shelving is now placed where the cards used to be, and my logo is up, and it looks awesome. I love it. And the tier display for the cards, there's also an additional row in the front, and then the plushies in the middle, and everything else we went through at the bottom. So totally happy with how it came out, and we'll just have to see how the customers love it. Hopefully everything sells amazing. So the pop-up has been doing really well. December went really well. I actually started this new system where I track everything on one of my Square accounts. So basically I have a few categories so I can quickly see how I'm doing in each section of my business. I am tracking online sales, my open market, Anaheim sales, and my wholesale shows all on this one square. So the way it works is I'm basically inputting every single sale I made in all the categories every day in the system. So basically 11 at night, I check open market Anaheim to see how many sales I have there and input in here. I print out all the orders I've made on my online store, and then I record it in here as well. And for wholesale, since they're on net 30, I record it in here when I get paid. So sometimes I have to wait 30 days before I can input the order in, but just like whenever the payment comes in, I put it into the system as well. So it shows me how much I'm making in each category of my business, as well as what is selling the best, which is kind of awesome to see as well. So if you want to do an inventory tracking system, Square is free to use. They have like a really robust system. You do have to pay to get the cost of good option, but otherwise they do inventory tracking. You can connect with their barcoding system. I use the barcoding system a lot, and I'll show you that later tonight when I'm actually inputting all my sales and tracking all that stuff. It's been really helpful because I was having issues managing my stock numbers. So I was running out of things and I didn't realize I was running out of things, and I was selling things I didn't have, and it was just a mess. So yeah, that's basically update for my inventory management system. It took around, I think, a week or two to do the system, to input all my products into Square system, and then to count all my stock. I don't think I counted all my stock quite yet, but I'm definitely still in the process of doing that. But it's just one of those things that I have to do. Hi guys, we're in a little bit of a different location. For reference, this is my upstairs like work environment. I have a tower upstairs that I traditionally use for gaming, but when Haru goes to sleep at night, I come up here to finish my work. There's me and Troy's college degrees, and for reference, my stock room is just right there. We have this cool little computer setup right next to my stock room, so very convenient. The printer is also up here. I don't have a printer downstairs, so whenever I have to print something, I have to run up here. Every night after work, I basically go on my computer and I check all the things I was talking about. So that includes the open market, how much I sold on there, Etsy sales for the day, fair or wholesale cash ins for the day. So all of that, and I record the day's earnings here on my iPad. So I get Square open, and I have this wonderful wireless barcode scanner that I can use, and as you see, it tells us we're connected. And then I have actual barcodes for all my products. So this is kind of like my barcode cheat sheet, and more on the side. And here is the t-shirts. Two of them, so a lot of barcodes. And whenever I sell an item, I'll just scan it in. So for example, if today I sold a card, I'll scan it in and it'll automatically show up right there with the amount, and it'll decrement the quantity for me. So I can just go in, find the item, scan it, and then charge out with cash. I'm not gonna do that right now because it's an example. And then it'll record all my sales in the report section in sales, and it'll show up gross sales, discounts, returns, and all that. So that's how I track my inventory and sales for the day. And I try to do this every night. If I don't manage to do it that night, I'll just do it the next day. I rarely skip more than one day. That's kind of how I set up my inventory and sales tracking system. I feel like it could be found excessive, but this is the way like I chose to do it, and I kind of like scanning every night. I'm like, oh, all the sales. So it's kind of fun for me. If you're interested in setting up a system like this, mostly with like the barcodes, I am gonna have a video next week. I'll also put in the link below once it's already up of how to set up barcoding with Square. You do have to have the barcode and preferably an iPad or one of their systems, but yeah, the video will go through the cost of it and the benefits and how to set that all up. And that's all for this vlog this week. I hope you enjoy as much as I do, like coming along on my adventure and seeing what I do day to day. I always appreciate you subscribing and clicking the alert bell. It really helps my channel grow, and I hope to have more useful or fun content for you in the future. If you're looking for anything in specific, you want any advice on anything specific, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions. Otherwise, I'm also on Twitch, social media, and all that. Be sure to check out all my links in the description, and everything we've talked about in this vlog will also be listed down there. So I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful week.